We're multiplying these complex numbers, and this one is 1 plus 4i squared. And a lot of students have troubles on this one, so I thought I'd do an example of it. Well, 1 plus 4i squared is the exact same thing as saying 1 plus 4i times itself. 1 plus 4i. Okay? Alright, so now let's go ahead and do this one. We need to make sure to multiply this 1 by everything in this second parenthesis. So let's do that first. 1 times 1 would yield me 1. Okay, next up we have 1 times 4i will yield me 4i. You'll notice I am doing the FOIL method on this one. You can use that method. It's a binomial times a binomial, so that will work. Otherwise, it's just distribution. That's really all we're doing here. Okay, so I've got a 4i times a 1, which would give me another 4i, plus 4i. And then my last one is 4i times 4i. And 4i times 4i would give me a positive 16i squared. Okay, the key component to this is understanding what I squared is. Okay, so we've got I squared here. And I squared is really the square root of negative 1 times itself, square root of negative 1. Well, the square root of negative 1 times the square root of negative 1 is going to yield me a negative 1. So that's a big component there that we've got to understand, that I squared is indeed negative 1. So instead of writing this one with I squared, I'm going to substitute this negative 1 in for it, okay? Alright, so let's rewrite it. So I'm going to take this one here. It will be 1 plus 4i plus 4i plus 16, and instead of writing I squared, I'm going to write my negative 1. 16 times I squared, or 16 times negative 1. So I need to do our order of operations first, which tells me I need to do this one. So I'll go in here, I'll go 1 plus 4i plus 4i, whoops, minus 16. There we go. Alright, now I have to go through here and I have to combine like terms. Well, I see that my 1 and my negative 16 are like terms. I'll combine those two. 4i and 4i are like terms. I'll combine those two. Alright, so now I'll rewrite it. 1 minus 16 would give me negative 15. And then 4i plus 4i would give me 8i. Negative 15 plus 8i is my answer. The big thing on this one is just really understanding that I squared is equal to negative 1. So whenever you get an I squared, we have to plug in negative 1 for that.